What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Halloween video. Today we're doing something a little bit different, mainly by request. Everyone's been asking us, hey man, react to the international trailer for Halloween. We did a video breaking down the American trailer, and you know, so we don't need to dive into that. Didn't do a reaction on that. But this one, we're doing this a little bit differently, because I don't want to just watch it. We've seen it like 20 times each already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause throughout. I mean, I'm going to pause a lot. I have a lot to say about like every little shot. So if that's not your thing, click away now. If you haven't seen this trailer, go watch it.
Right.
If you don't like spoilers, don't go watch it.
This whole video is a huge spoiler. So.
Yeah, like we're theorizing, right?
Right.
We're looking at these shots and we're just taking a guess at what's going on, and a lot of people hate that. All right, we're doing it by request, and I just do it naturally. My brain just goes off that. It's like, but if you don't want to hear these things, just click away. I don't want to be blamed for spoiling things for you. All right.
Right.
Don't ruin it for yourself.
So this will be your last chance. We've given you like a minute now.
Yeah, for God's sake.
A spoiler warning.
If there's one goddamn comment that says, "Oh, why'd you spoil it for me?" I'm gonna fucking slap you right in the face. I will find you, and I will slap you. Oh, with that, let's dive right in. Okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, click. First of all, they had the intro to the trailer. I don't like these
I hate
things.
those.
All right, already got something to say. Jimmy Champagne, shout out here. If you're a big Halloween fan, you're trying to keep up, go subscribe to Jimmy Champagne.
Yes.
He's like the go-to guy.
Yes.
He covers everything beautifully, and he's a beautiful guy. Okay, but this shot, he talked about it. He's pretty much the only person to talk about it so far.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's Martin and Dana either on the way to the institution where Michael is, or are leaving, going to Haddonfield. But look at the environment. It's actually fall.
Yeah.
This was shot in South Carolina. You'll see more shots here. They'll show even more of that seasoning. But like, it actually genuinely looks like a Midwest fall, which we live in Illinois, man. We know what a Midwest fall looks like. And Halloween sequels tend to not, even the first Halloween, I mean, you see fucking palm trees in the background. Yeah. You know, it doesn't have that proper feel. And I'd say after Halloween 4, that kind of went away. This looks like they got it. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Let's keep it going.
On a Halloween in 1978.
This dialogue's important.
You saw deranged serial killer.
Gotta talk about that. The house. This is Laurie's house. Obviously all decked out with security cameras and whatnot. Yeah. It's out in the middle of nowhere, though. And, like, I'm curious, how far away from Haddonfield? Is it just on the outskirts? How quickly can she get to her family? Right. Will that play a factor? If she is out in the middle of nowhere, we know Michael gets this house. Like, why? Why does he go to that house?
How does he know?
Is he really that obsessed with just Laurie that he has to go out in the middle of fucking nowhere to find her house? Like, these things, I'm just curious. Like, why?
Yeah.
Who? Also, how often is she going to town?
Yeah. Like,
we hear like that she might be this like old crazy coop. She's a crazy nut lady. But like, how often does she actually assert that in Haddonfield?
Right.
Just saying. Makes me think.
Murder 3 innocent teenagers.
I won't pause again until he finishes this line. But
after 40 years, could it be that one monster has created another?
Okay, like that line, I think is really important. Because what he says, after 40 years, is it possible that one monster has created another? So we had this like concept that they're making a documentary on Michael and the history of Michael, but it seems like they might be kind of more of just what happened that night, more of like what happened to the survivor, what happened to Laurie Strode, where is she at now, and is it possible that she's actually just fucking crazy? We're gonna see here in a second that she's being interviewed by them, and she's instantly going on just like, you need to believe in boogeyman stuff. But like, I'd like this backstory of the documentary that's playing a role.
Yes.
But it seems like it's going to be something very small in the film because it looks like they get killed off very quickly.
Right. But at least, you know, it establishes why you know, we're there.
Right.
It extends the length instead of just, oh, hey, he got out.
Yeah.
He got out again.
It also does explain why he gets his mask better, I think.
Right.
It's not like in the remake of Halloween, you know, he's got it under his fucking floorboards. It's like, all right. All right, I guess. I guess Michael just did that before he got taken away.
Right.
And then, you know, another thing, it's like, I'm curious where they got the mask, which is why I'm still curious if there's a relation to Dr. Loomis, if that's how he got the mask.
Right.
Why make him British if he's not related to Dr. Loomis? Like Martin or Dana, one of them, there has to be some sort of a play in there.
Right. And then how they got the mask.
Yeah. All these things, they're driving me fucking nuts.
So, you don't believe in the boogeyman?
No.
Nope, not even.
You should.
But you'd think if Dr. Loomis was his
his
family member that he would believe the boogeyman.
Right.
I mean,
Oh,
it
pumpkins.
was Laurie
Halloween 3
Strode
mess.
who was
Gotta
almost
bring him in there.
murdered.
I love that shot. All right. I have like several questions about this. I think it's cool. I like that she's actually this scared, that it matters this much. She's
Right.
this prepared. And she's just a badass fucking chick. But like, where'd you get the money? What does she do for a living?
What is your job?
And like, why reinforce the inside like this? Like, what is she actually?
Right.
She's got to have a game plan. Like, if Michael does show up, she's got to like have a place where she wants to lure him.
Right. Yeah. Is she locking him in or locking him out? Which is better?
That's a good freaking point, actually.
I would imagine probably locking him in would be better.
It seems like her game plan. She seems like, yeah, I don't, because it's weird seeing all these defensive mechanisms, but like she has the line, which we're gonna hear again in this trailer. It's like, I waited 40 years for him to escape. So why the hell did you do that? Or I prayed every night for him to escape. So why the hell did you do that? It's like, cause so I can kill him.
Right.
It's like, well, then why would you lock him out?
Right. And how would he get out if she has this super reinforced house? Lock him in, just like, all right, I'll come back when you starve. See you later.
Well, she does. We're just see her basement again, and I talked about this in the breakdown we did of the American trailer.
Right.
But she's got a shit ton of food, a shit ton of water. I mean, she's decked out down there, and it's like, it seems to me like she's ready for zombies, dude. Like she's ready for a fucking nuke to hit.
When it's just one guy.
Yeah, when she's really just preparing for one dude. I don't know. It's very over the top, but I guess that's kind of what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Let's keep her going.
Every day she lives in fear.
That face she makes there makes me want to cry. Looks like the Pentagon. I believe it.
Michael, I have something you might like to see.
Couple things I got to point out. I don't like that
You
sound.
remember Laurie Strode?
He says, you remember Laurie Strode, and he squeezes his hand as if he's pissed off. Like, yeah, I fucking remember. But it's like, why is he so mad? I know what everyone's going to say. This is what everyone's been saying to us for months. It's like, dude, he was locked for 40 years because this lady. But it's like, he didn't even care who she was. Like, they're not siblings in this movie.
Does he even know her name?
I don't really think he would, actually. Like, unless people like this are telling him, it's like, hey, you know that girl you tried to kill? That
Laurie Strode.
Don't forget it.
And maybe it's even possible that he doesn't. That this isn't in reaction to saying Laurie Strode. It could be the mask.
It could just straight up be the mask. You're right. It's
or
just like
people. I mean, that's what I do when people walk up to me.
yes,
I don't want to talk to them.
God, walk away. I don't know. It's just kind of something that makes it curious. I don't, because all these really brutal kills. We've been questioning it for a while. It's like, why is he just so pissed? Like, he was just a dude that, like, it was like he had nothing better to do.
Right.
He just picked a random person and was like, all right, let's go.
You.
Yeah. All right. Well, they're the first person I saw. This film seems to be driving a different type of entity, that one that's just fueled by rage. But he's been locked up for 40 years. But he was locked up for 15 years in the first one. He wasn't pissed off then.
Right.
Because you double that and it's a different story. I don't know. Then I gotta talk about this too, just real quick. Like, I pointed out that it looked like he was wearing a mask when he was in the graveyard, because he's got like, it was clearly just like a white neck. It looks like it still to me does kind of look like he has a mask on. Out of the millions of comments we've gotten on the same damn thing, I know he has a white beard. You've proven me wrong.
Right. So I mean,
wrong.
this whole video is spoilery. James Jude Courtney posted on Twitter when they were filming a picture of him and Nick Castle, and he's got the white beard.
Right.
But it even didn't look that bushy or long. I mean, it doesn't look that bushy in that Twitter picture.
It's so hard to tell in the shot that I was talking about,
right?
Like how long it is, or
right.
like, I mean, it's down to like here. It's like,
right.
It could just be a neck beard, just straight up. I don't know.
Right.
I'm just saying. I believe now. I also like the fact that they haven't shown his face at all. Don't show his face.
Right.
We don't need to see it. Okay. Keep it going. Doggy.
Peppy.
All of this is just shot beautifully.
Dad, look out!
Michael's escape.
Run.
Yeah, we see the cop who obviously has got his shit kicked in, saying "run" to somebody who's holding it. It looks like he was pointing a shotgun at him.
Right.
Now, Jimmy Champagne said that he thinks that's probably the sheriff. I don't know.
It could be that dad that we just saw.
Could be the
in
dad.
the truck.
Mhm.
It could be Lori.
It could be Lori. I think it'd be kind of cool if it was Lori.
Because I mean she's been wielding the shotgun.
But
in this trailer.
right? But she does say to Judy Greer, her daughter, in that point in the film where it's like it's the next day, it's daytime,
Right.
and she says like the bus crash. She's freaking out about the bus crash, and then
What
we're gonna see her
bus crash?
What what bus crash? Yeah, but we're gonna see her checking out the scene
Right.
of it. So I doubt she shows up that night.
Right.
I'm just saying. So it's probably the sheriff.
Unless she's that crazy and has nothing better to do, and she knew the bus was going to crash.
What if she made it crash? I'm curious.
We
what
go-
causes the bus to
We go
crash?
My Bloody Valentine on it. It was her.
It was her
time.
the whole time. I've heard people like guessing shit like that.
No.
That like it's an escape patient. It's not Michael. It's somebody impersonating to be Michael. It's Roy. Like that's kind of like I keep hearing things like that. I'm like, no, it's fucking Michael, dude. Like, don't do that. Don't even make
No
me
way.
think that might happen.
No.
Like, listen, Roy was one thing. I can buy into Roy, but no. There's a difference. Stop. I would be so pissed off, but everyone likes it so far, so there's no way.
For a long time.
Look at the way she's standing at the top of the stairs and just like breathing like heavily, like
Menacingly.
Also, I'm glad I stopped in the shot because she's looking at all the guns, right? In this one, in the American one, we point out that this fourth gun from the left had a lightning bolt and the initials KS on it, which now I can confirm that is Karen Strode.
Yeah.
So at some point she taught her daughter how to shoot, and that was her daughter's gun when she was young.
Oh, nice.
But it's like in this one, in the Brazilian trailer, the international trailer, it's not there. So they CGI'd that in.
Yeah.
For what?
Right.
Is there actually going to be a story there, or is it just like a little nod?
I have a few thoughts. I'll say at the end.
All right, okay.
It is not safe for you to be on the street
Beautiful.
tonight.
More shots of that. That shot's reversed. Don't know
He
why.
was standing right there.
This is
in
all
the
new, too.
doorway.
Yeah, this is all new.
He was standing in the closet.
Menacingly.
I never said your closet.
I pray.
You got that, Reverend?
I got.
I got it. Obviously a bathroom stall, I'd say. He just found Dana, probably just her face probably kicked in
Right.
in the bathroom. And it's probably right. It's probably the same time that Lori is at the bus. She's looking at the bus. You know what?
What? But
What bus crash? But yeah, it looks like straight up he just found Martin and Dana. Thought this was Malcolm McDowell first. That was standing there. I was like, what?
listen, 6 years ago, 8 years ago,
10, 11
10
years ago.
12 years ago,
Maybe that's him.
maybe that's Malcolm McDowell.
Not so much anymore. But yeah, she's obviously at the crime scene for the bus. Listen.
This bus crash.
Do you think this sweater is intentional?
No.
This gray sweater.
I don't.
What if it was? A nice little kick to F-13. Pamela's sweater.
I don't think so.
I'm really curious how many Easter eggs there are. Not so much to like things like Friday the 13th,
Right.
but like just to other films in the franchise.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be looking so hard. That's why we have to watch it so many times when we go see it. Like the first time, I'll try to enjoy it. I'll just sit there and enjoy what I'm seeing. But then I'm gonna analyze the shit out of it.
Right. The first time we're going to sit towards the middle. The second time we're going to sit in the front row on the left side and just look and be like, okay, I'm only looking at this side of the screen. Then the next time on the other side, this side.
Yeah,
of the
we gotta sector it off as we go.
That he would escape.
I wonder if that's actually him stepping upstairs there.
So I can kill him.
So I can kill him. So we get a little bit more of this shot from the American one. And he's aggressive as fuck. Look at this.
He's waited for this night.
I heard somebody
I've waited for him.
was also saying, I'll pause for a second just so I can explain this. Somebody said that he grabs the hammer in that shot, earlier when
Yeah.
he's at like the Elrod lookalike girl.
Right.
He grabs the hammer with his left hand. So like it's obviously not Michael because he's right-handed. Well, he's holding the knife in his right hand there. So
Double fisted.
Yeah, it's like, come on. He's ambidextrous. Like, leave him alone. Why? That shot of the mask, where it's all lit up in blue, it's obviously not on anyone, being reached at by somebody.
Right.
What's going on?
Right. When Michael originally got his mask, it was daytime.
Yeah,
You can
and
clearly see.
it appears to be out of Martin and Dana's car.
Right. Now this looks like the blue lights could be cop car.
Yeah, it looks like the cop car to me. And when we get like 15 seconds later in this trailer, we're gonna see Allison, Lori's granddaughter, in the back of a cop car, clearly having the blue lights hitting her, and Michael's reaching in for her. Does she rip off his mask somehow there?
Or is the mask somehow sitting there? Was it a trap by Michael?
I don't, dude. That I don't know. I'm just really curious of why that mask is off, and more importantly to me, it's like since that mask does come off at some point, from the first time we see it. Unless that happens literally before. There's somebody reaching at the mask. I don't know. But it's like, are we going to see his face? Please don't. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want. We've seen too much of Michael across the sequels. We just let him be the supernatural entity thing that he is.
He's here.
He's here.
I'm gonna go protect my family.
I think Andi Matichak is going to do a great fucking job. Seeing more and more of her across these trailers, she looks like she's going to do a fantastic job. And this is introducing her, I believe. I think this is her first feature. So,
Not bad.
Yeah, like I'm excited to see how she does. 'Cause she might end up being, if they do sequels, she might have to carry him. And see, grab it with his left hand. Okay, we gotta go with like really. We're going to like chop here. So we have Michael at the top of the stairs. Back to the original there. It's a cool reference. I pointed out this welding kit thing she's got going on here in the American trailer. Why is that there? What is she welding? Was it what she has? I guess she has those huge cast iron doors. You know, the slide down. She made those. I don't know. I feel like it's just so in the open that I'm like,
why
is that there for a reason? Is that going to play a factor at some point in the film?
Right. It's gotta.
I don't know.
Or are you just like, wow, she really is nuts?
Yeah. It could just be something aesthetically. Just it's one more thing to make her go over the top. I don't know.
Yeah.
Stabs with an own butcher knife. Then we cut back, and she doesn't have the butcher knife in that other shot. Now they're interluding so many scenes together. For like she's saying "Happy Halloween, Michael" right here. To me, that sounds like a line that's coming at the end of the film, where she probably dropped his ass.
Shot him in the face.
Yeah, she could. I don't know. I'm really curious. She might be goner, dude. That's why I'm thinking Andi Matichak might have to carry this here, or Judy Greer might have to carry this series. It can't be Judy. Don't be Judy. Andy's fine. But like, she's saying this line, "Happy Halloween, Michael." They're trying to make it look like it's from the shop, but it's definitely not. I don't even think this is like daytime, right? I mean, it's blown out. Like, what's she doing? What the fuck is she shooting at?
Target practice?
She's inside. What's she shoot? What, she got a fucking plate set up inside?
Maybe.
The kitchen? Just shooting out the window? Like, I don't know. Whatever.
Michael.
That's so cool. Also, these mannequin shots are cool. And if you just saw the shot where he sits up, there was a ton of food and shit in the background.
Look at him. Look at him. He blends right in.
The scene in the American trailer, you see that she finds a dead body in the closet, which appears to be Toby Huss's. So, like, you see she turns around and it looks like you're looking over the shoulder of a mannequin. Maybe that's when that comes into play.
Right. These contrasting and colors right here, it's amazing.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful still right there.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to pause there, but I mean, we get a good look at the eye. Look at the scarred eyes.
Oh,
nice.
my eye.
He's in the cop car. That's the only time you're ever going to see blue light like that.
Right.
Then the slash across the screen. I'm going to go back just a little bit to that slash. Wow, that's
a good one too.
I'm telling you, Andy's going to do a great job. I'm excited. But why? That seems like a trailer shot. That does not seem like something that'll be in the film.
No, unless we're getting a POV from her eyeballs, and he's trying to slash her eye out. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it's definitely got to be a trailer shot, right?
Right.
Listen to the score. There it is again. We don't hear that in the American trailer.
No.
I mean, it sounds so cool. I don't know, dude. Like, usually I hate trailers like this. Usually, like, I'm like, God, why would you show that much, right? And at the end of the day, it is only a 2-minute trailer. If you include like the 10-second intro and the text, it's only about 2 minutes of footage you're seeing. And it's like, it's still, there's got to be more that we're not seeing. And I feel like Blum is pretty smart and wouldn't spoil anything for us to a degree that's going to harm the outcome of the film.
Right.
So, I don't know. I usually, when I see trailers like this, though, that show that much new footage, I get less excited.
See, I sat there, I'm like, why would they put out a separate trailer for Brazil with just a caption over it, but new footage?
Right.
And I'm like, I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, is Halloween not big in that market? Which is surprising because in Brazil, Scream is huge in Brazil.
Yeah, it is.
So I guess maybe horror is not big in Spanish-speaking Brazil. I don't know. But, maybe they're trying to get as much in as possible. So they will go and watch this movie.
Right.
We've already seen, most of us know Halloween already and know the story. Maybe they don't know the story of Michael Myers. So maybe that's why they have that much extra footage in there. Maybe that's why the CGI, the KS out, because it's not important. It's not important to them. Because maybe they don't know who Karen Strode is. Because it's not spoken in this trailer once.
Right. I mean, you could also, the fact that you probably have a completely different editing groups, and you probably have an international team, and the international team was given the same footage and was like, cut it how you want, go crazy. It could have been, I don't know. There's a lot of different reasons for why.
Right. But the fact is that somebody, Blumhouse, approved.
Yeah, had to approve it.
Approved it. So it's not going to spoil too much, you would hope.
Yeah, you'd hope. There's definitely some kills that are coming. You know Virginia Gardner's going to die. Right. You know she's gone. You know Toby Huss is going to die. You know that Martin and Dana are gonna die. You could figure out some kills along the way.
Right.
You know, like the mechanic is gonna get his teeth knocked out. Shit like that. Like, you know that stuff's coming. But what you don't know and what's still gonna be suspenseful and the characters you have to rely on are Andi Matichak, Judy Greer, and Jamie Lee Curtis. Those are the ones that matter the most. And Judy Greer is fucking absent from these trailers. And I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
Like I said, maybe they don't know the story. In Brazil or wherever, and they felt she was not important. So then,
she's not even in the American ones, dude.
Right?
She always has like one shot.
Mom, what bus? Crash?
There was Mom, what bus crash in the first trailer, and then in the second trailer, it was like, Mom, you need help. It was that one, right? Like that's all she gets.
Right.
In this one, she was seen with Andy. She was seen like running away from Michael, or they're laying backwards or whatever. So. That's it, though. She's, like, gone.
Right. Maybe she's just not important. And when they made this international trailer, they only threw together what was important to get their story across to people that might not know. Again, I'm just pulling that out of my ass. I have no idea if that's true. That's my thought process, though.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't know the story, so they're keeping shit out that doesn't need to be out, but adding some other stuff that we didn't see in the American trailer because they need it. They don't have that backstory that we have as fans or people that saw the first trailer.
Yeah, I think if you're going to spoil something, the way they did it was the right way. To give us more spoilers from characters we don't give a shit about and hide some stuff from what we needed some of Laurie. You need to be like, oh, dude, Jamie Lee Curtis in this movie, and that'll bring people in.
Right.
But like the fact that I don't know shit about Judy Greer or Andi Matichak in this film so far, it's like that. I'm so excited to see where they go and how important they're going to be and what roles they play because they're going to have to carry this if this goes on to more sequels.
Right, which they Blum has come out and said, or Danny McBride came out and said, yes, they had a back-to-back sequel filming planned. And then they scrapped it because they want to see how this one does.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, like let's actually make sure it's good first.
But we know that McBride, Gordon Green have ideas.
Yeah. So it questions how it's going to end.
Right.
I don't know. I still am super excited. Listen what you think about both the American and the international trailer. Which one do you like more? Do you think they showed too much? Arguably, they probably still did.
Yeah.
Usually there's trailers you want to avoid. You can watch one 30-second teaser and be satisfied.
Right.
Like I said, even after this, all the footage I've seen, I'm still continuing to get more and more excited to see it. Like, nothing has turned me away at all so far. Right. So, and then seeing the reviews too is, just it's sucking in even more.
Yeah.
Couldn't be more excited. October 19th in theaters everywhere. Wow. Yeah. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, turn notifications on, so you don't miss a video or stream in the future. Let us know what you think about this. Like, I'm cool with doing stuff like this and reacting to things more, but I want to do it in a form. I hate people that just sit there and watch stuff and don't have an opinion. I'm gonna give you my opinion.
Right. Because I mean, we're fans first.
Yeah. You gotta care.
Right.
You gotta love. So let us know what you think. Maybe we'll do more. All right. What do I say for the outro? Do I say editor roll that outro? Is this Slash and Cast? We're on the Slash and Cast set.
I guess.
Do we do a hashtag? I'm just kidding. With that, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Editor, roll that outro.